Welcome to GSA Connects.
Welcome to GSA Connects.
Welcome to GSA Connects.
What exactly is it like attending a geology conference? You might be surprised to learn that it's not all just research talks. Although the research talks aren't boring like you might think, they're actually pretty interesting sometimes. But there's a lot more that you can do, see, and get out of a geology conference, especially GSA Connects. For example, like my geologist hat here. I just got back from Anaheim, California, where the Geological Society of America held their annual meeting this year. The two major types of research presentations at a conference like this are talks and posters. The talks, at least for GSA Connects, tend to be about 15 minutes, 12 minutes for the person presenting, and about 3 minutes for questions, although sometimes people go a little bit over time. But the posters are my personal favorite, at least to, sometimes both present and attend, depending on kind of the research I'm presenting. Sometimes if I have more preliminary type results rather than like finished type results, I tend to do a poster presentation instead of an oral presentation because I want that kind of feedback from the people coming to my poster. And this is one of the reasons I love poster presentations. They're so interactive and you get to have so many constructive and fun conversations with people. And this year I saw a lot of posters where people brought like demonstrations and props and artwork and sculptures, which was so cool. And because I am working with GSA this year, I actually got to record a lot of the poster presentations and the research that was being presented in the poster hall for a compilation video that I'm going to be posting on GSA's Geo Society channel, so make sure to check that out after you watch this one because I think it's going to be so cool. I haven't made it yet, but I think it'll be out by the time I post this. If not, I will link it down in the description box once it's out. Anyway, in this video, I want to highlight a lot of the other things that go on at conferences because I think a lot of people think that it's just research and talks and posters, but there's so much more. There's workshops, there's networking events, and my personal favorite after a long day of conferencing, there's the exhibit hall.
I didn't know it was a geological one until we got a
I know, me neither, because I just assumed they were normal globes. Say hi.
Hi.
The exhibit hall at GSA meetings always has so much for you to discover, from beautiful rocks and jewelry to cool earth and space gadgets and globes and stuffed trilobites. This guy's name is Max because his species name is Isotellus maximus. But anyway, he's gonna go, I think I'm gonna try and put him in the background for my filming from now on. I'm not filming in my normal space because it's rainy today and this is the only room where I'm getting enough natural light to be able to film. And I really wanted to wear my geologist hat, but it's casting a shadow. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. The point is, sorry if this video is a little dark. There's also always a ton of university geology departments that set up booths in the exhibit hall of GSA's meeting, and at those booths you can learn a lot about these departments if you are looking for an undergrad institution, a grad institution, or even a post-grad institution, or even like a temporary thing like internships. And in addition to packets about their department, they also always have goodies that are geology themed, like squishy rocks or pens or sunglasses or candy. All of them always have candy, so that's always nice because when you're conferencing, you get hungry. But these universities are always looking for more students. So if you are looking for a university to go to for your next step, it's a great place to start. But what I love the most about the exhibit hall is getting to run into people that I haven't seen in forever.
Right, what's happening?
What is going on in here?
We're just here showing in our kit.
This year I ran into my undergraduate advisor from UT Arlington all the way back from 2018-19, my colleagues and friends from UTEP where I just graduated from, and my current colleagues and friends from University of South Carolina where I'm at now. I actually had a funny experience one moment during this meeting where all three of my academic worlds kind of collided because one of my current colleagues from USC was working one of the divisions division booths. GSA has these divisions, and they were working the sedimentary geology division booth with my old undergrad advisor from UT Arlington. And then I got a video of one of my old friends and colleagues from UTEP going up to that booth, and so all three of my institutions were like colliding. It was crazy to see. I also got to have lunch with my good friend and such an amazing mentor to me throughout my grad school period, and was a big part of my inspiration to start teaching more, and was part of the reason I really fell in love with it, and why I have the channel now. So thank her when it comes to my YouTube channel. But Kate Giles, Dr. Kate Giles from UTEP, we had lunch. We were so busy chatting, we didn't get a picture, but she actually walked with me when I graduated last year, so I'll just pop a picture up there. And then I also saw my current supervisor there, my postdoc supervisor, Catherine Riker, Dr. Catherine Riker. There's a lot of Catherines and Kates in geology. That was something we talked about, and now I'm realizing that. Anyway, Catherine was there actually with her baby that she literally like just had last semester. And so if you're ever worried that, you know, you want to go to one of these conferences, but you have a kid at home and you don't want to leave them, you can bring them. I actually saw a lot of professors there this year with their kids, I think because it was in Anaheim and they were doing side trips afterwards to go to Disneyland. But anyway, you can certainly do that. So long story short, the exhibit hall is great. Highly recommend. But without a doubt, my absolute favorite part of this particular conference this year was getting to see and collaborate with the iconic groovy geologist Rockman Ethan, Scottish geologist Seismocam, and Earthquake Dude, otherwise known as Kate, Ethan, Louisa, Cam, and Brian. We got to run a workshop on science communication together, which ended up being such a great success, and thank you to everybody who came to that. We also got to do a group interview with some of GSA's more fancy filming people. We got to support each other at each other's talks. We got to film together.
I'm passing the phone to someone who doesn't know how to use Instagram.
I'm not sure. Do I just... Are you... I'm passing the phone to someone who's on the team for cup stacking.
Oh my god! Yes!
I'm passing the phone to someone who studies metamorphic rocks.
I'm passing the phone to someone who lives in New Jersey, whatever that is.
I'm passing the phone to someone who's violently millennial.
I'm passing the phone to somebody who has a strike and dip tattoo but doesn't know how to use a brunt end.
You know what?
And we got to do some other things. Cam and Louisa wonderfully demonstrated the difference between human time scales and geologic time, which I'm always talking about on this channel. Kate brilliantly directed some content for us, which she seems to be a natural at. Ethan and Brian drafted some minerals, which you'll have to go check out their Instagrams to see what I mean by that. It did seem like Ethan got a little frustrated there, but I think in the end they made up. I even got to film Ethan and Cam giving a poster presentation.
I'm Sammy Buttermore, and
I'm Cheyenne Lahiri. That's me.
Laura couldn't be with us today. And so we wanted to look at different ways to outline the watershed. So firstly, we wanted to outline the watershed itself. You can see here in red. And then another black outline is where we decided to put our study area.
Exactly.
Oh, you clipped it. That's probably good.
Okay, so that wasn't really their poster or their names, but I did actually get to see the best talk I've ever seen on why we need diverse minds in geoscience. And it was given by our very own Hayden Mort, or Geologize, which I want to show a short clip from really quick because I think it was really impactful.
Such as politics, such as religion, such as wine, such as music. What do these things have to do with geology? So let's break this talk into two parts, okay? One, because we're in the Geo Careers section area, why it's important to your career, okay? And then the second part is going to be building on what, if you were here this morning, in Kate's led session about Geo Communication, is how we can actually enhance our communication by thinking in diverse ways. Okay?
So I say this is the best talk I've ever seen on this topic because one, it was a really good talk, but also it's the only talk I've ever seen on why we need diverse minds in geoscience. And I'm so happy that Hayden is talking about this and opening up this conversation. He brought up throughout the talk many great points that I think all geocommunicators need to be taking into account. And I'm just really glad he brought this up, and it was really impactful for me. And I hope that everybody will go check out everything he has to offer on his website. I will link Geologize's website and other pages down below. And also, fun fact, Kate, the Groovy Geologist, has a course on there as well. So go check that out. Everything he's saying and promoting is so impactful to me. Last and potentially best of all, we got to meet a ton of you guys. It was amazing to not only meet you guys, but hear about all the incredible work and research you're doing. And just so you guys know, a lot of you guys came up to me and said you were nervous to come up to me, you didn't want to bug me, but never worry about that. I'm always I love when you guys come up to me. Even if I'm filming, like I was filming around the poster hall, just come up to me. That would be like actually a really great video. But I loved it. I loved hearing about your research. I loved every second of it. Oh, and there's also a lot of you guys that said you didn't recognize me at first, and I know why. It's the glasses. So I wear glasses when I go to conferences and things. Actually, they're not too glary right now. I normally avoid them for filming because of glare. Right now they're not too bad. I think the hat is helping, but I wear glasses when I'm doing anything where I have to see far. And actually I have a funny story about this. My students in my class, I sometimes assign them videos like when I leave for conferences and things. And last semester I had students come up to me like 3/4 of the way through the semester like, "Oh, that's you." Because I wear my glasses when I teach. Anyway, as a quick side note, I also want to shout out Kate for getting a horizontal video of me talking to one of you guys, Sadie Richter. Note the last name there. That was a big hit amongst Earthquake Dude and others. But I got to meet Sadie, who is an undergrad moving to grad school, and it was very exciting to talk to her. And Kate actually shouted out,
I'm horizontal for you, Rachel!
while we were meeting, so that was hilarious and awesome. Just to give some context, I am the only long-form horizontal filmer in our group of geocommunicators. It is mainly TikTok and Instagram people. I think those are the main other two platforms, but I'm on YouTube, so I was going around filming like this, and they're all filming, you know, vertical. I don't even know how to hold it vertically. Anyway, so without even getting to all the amazing research I got to hear about at this meeting and present on my own part at some points, you can really see that these meetings are packed with fun, exciting, and sometimes even life-changing events. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be posting another video on GSA's Geosociety channel highlighting a lot of the research that was being done at the posters. So go check that out next. If it's not up by now, it should be out very soon. I'll link it down below once it's out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you were inspired to attend next year's GSA Connects meeting 2025. It's going to be really, really fun. And I hope all of our geocommunicators come this time. I missed everybody who I haven't gotten to meet yet. Becky, Denali, I want to meet you guys, and others that I'm forgetting about. Anyway, I hope everybody comes next year. I cannot wait. I miss these guys already. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.